boys are with us now. You've done so much in a short space. We knew them when they were nothing.
When you
Do you
were
remember?
wee boys,
when they were...
weren't you?
It's true.
Wee little boys, and every time you come in, I say, "My, how you've grown!" Look at you, and all still so lovely. And
Do you know, with all the success, you've just finished your summer tour as well. Have you taken naturally to being pop stars, or do you remember what it was like in the mean, lean times?
Wow.
So I think we definitely appreciate it because there's so much, because we actually do remember, what it was like having to, try and find somewhere to rehearse with all four of us and, try and get Arisha to haggle the owner down and being like, can we just get it for a £5, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, definitely we remember it, and it's just appreciated so much. Like you said, the summer tour's just finished, so it's just amazing to think the kind of crowds that we've just played to. And
do you ever have, do you ever have time to take a moment where you look out from a stage and go, wow, we're on stage and all these thousands of people have paid to come and see us?
The only time I noticed it is when my mum and dad come to watch a gig we did in the summer, and I think we played to like 20,000 people, and that was just our gig, and when you're on the stage you don't appreciate how big it really is, but then my mum and dad were at the side of the stadium, and they had the phone and just panned across the whole crowd, and it was weird to think everyone was there just to see us.
Now listen, talking about everybody there to see you, what happened at Western Supermare, this T4 business that went on? You were there, you turned up, you were all ready to perform, and then there was a no-show. What went wrong?
Well, it's a simple fact of the matter is we didn't get a proper sound check. We're a vocal harmony group at the end of the day, and we have to hear each other, what's going on in our ears and what's going on stage. And literally we went on stage, was about to do the sound check. I think we did one a cappella, didn't even do any tracks, and then all we saw was all the fans and T4 supporters just running towards us on the stage. Our security guys just literally, threw us back, dragged us off the stage, and and we couldn't go back on stage.
But what would you say, to people who say, oh, they forget their roots, they're all getting a bit precious now?
No, not at all. I think what people don't understand with the sound check is that it's not just us on stage. We're more than happy to just sing a cappella at the drop of a hat for you, but when you're doing a programme like T4 on the beach, where you've got camera rehearsals to do, we've never been in front of those cameras on that day. We've got dancers as well who are learning new routines.
Pretty scary.
And they haven't got in-ears. We've got in-ears, so we can hear each other, but they can't hear us, and because of the way the show is set up, you can't actually hear that well when you're out on the walkway. So it's important to have that time in order to get everything right, so that we give the best performance that we can.
You would say it's because you're professionals that you didn't want to go out and do a bad show for your fans?
Yeah, and the last thing we want to do is let down our fans, obviously, We was meant to have a half-an-hour rehearsal, and we literally had 2 minutes. And I think we would have let our fans down if we'd have gone on that stage and the performance wouldn't have been
OK,
good,
well, that's that cleared up.
That's that cleared up. The third album's out, and this is the single from it, and it's She Makes Me Wanna. You want to see the thing She Makes Me Wanna. But this is not all good. Not all good, it has to be said.
He wants to leave home.
But this is what she want to make JLS do. Have a look.
She makes me wanna, makes me wanna, London to Jamaica, LA to Africa. She makes me wanna, makes me wanna,
Yeah, apologise to the more sensitive of you for the glimpses of nudity, which was only Aston to blame for that. Why were you the only one getting your kid off there?
Couldn't find his T-shirt.
basically, we did a run, and everyone did it. Everyone did the same run there, but it's just.
They just chose your chest.
They used my ones. That's like
special labs.
We've often talked about, there's all the fun side of what you do, and then a lot of it is hard work, and that looked like such hard work.
I know.
Beach with all those
Being in Miami, all the
difficult.
girls.
It was really hard, Ruth.
People don't realise what you go through, do
Ruth,
they?
they do
too
not
hot
realise.
to move. It was too hot to literally move.
That was Miami.
Yeah.
But do people wouldn't know you in America, would they? Do they?
Well, we did a little bit of promo out there, and there's certain parts of places, and it was really interesting because it was like people on the shoot knew who we were and stuff like that. We were just like, it kind of shocks us when we go out there. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like we've never done anything hardcore out there. We've done a little tour and whatever.
Would you
but-
like to break America? Well, you wouldn't,
Be amazing,
I suppose,
of
but-
Be amazing
Anyway.
for our music to go all over the world. You know, I think that's any artist's dream. You know, for everyone to hear it wherever they are in Japan and America and the rest of Europe, Australia.
Well, if I was Marvin, I wouldn't be going on tour. I wouldn't. If I had Rochelle at
He's
home...
after your girl, Marvin. A married man.
Well, no, I
Only a
give you
year.
this fatherly advice. I give you this.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose she could be touring too, couldn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just as busy as I am.
Yeah.
Well, how do you see each other? Well, I mean, it must be very difficult for you.
You know what? It's you just have to make it work. You know,
Yeah.
it's something that I believe if you want something to work in life, you're going to make it work regardless of how much you see each other. And one thing we do is we make a special one night a week where we have a date night.
He copied that from us.
Oh, did you do that as well?
Yeah, remember last time we were here, we talked about that.
Oh,
we said
yeah.
date
Did.
night.
One night a week,
No.
no phones,
Yeah.
no anybody else, just me and her.
Marvin, I have that in my diary every single week. It's my suggestion, my proposal. She doesn't do it.
Oh, really?
She doesn't do it.
Sometimes I'm washing my hair, you know. That's what I'm doing.
Not enough time.
Listen, we're just talking about time. You don't get very much time off. You know, you're all travelling all over the place. But you're all learning to play golf. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from being in Ireland and seeing Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, well, we first went to the driving range out in Ireland when we were on tour in February. And then the last time we were over in Ireland, we were in Belfast, and Rory invited us round to his house. And obviously, he'd just come off winning the Open. So obviously, we congratulated him, and then he came to the show the following night at the Odyssey. So we've been hanging out with him, getting tips from him, you know.
So
practicing
who's the
our
best
swings.
so far? Anybody shining as a good
I
golfer?
haven't really played. I'm the only one, unfortunately,
Well,
that hasn't really played.
When we first started, when we went to that driving range, we was like getting the clubs fitted to our height and everything like that.
Yeah.
And Aston was hitting it the hardest and the furthest.
Had he his shirt
First.
on when he was doing it?
No, I'm surprised he's got on today, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
We like you with your
Next
shirt off,
time you're in
Aston. We like
Belfast,
you with your-
Thank you.
call round and see me. Never mind that, Rory. We'll have a very good night. Lovely seeing you, lads. Every success.
Thank you.
Good luck with the third album. Have a bit of a rest up over the summer. Hope you can do that. And She Makes Me Wanna. It came out yesterday,
Yeah.
Sunday, 24th of July. Hope it's a big one for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you.